like a Friday night on the weekend. I feel blessed.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla. If you're new, I film hygiene, fragrance, and lifestyle related videos. So if that's something you're into, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. So in today's video, I have 10 scents from Bath & Body Works that I feel like are good in warm weather. These are sweet, candy-like, and gourmand fragrances. So if you're like myself and you love smelling like a snack no matter what time of the year it is, no matter what the temperature is, then you know that, you always want to smell sweet. You always want to smell edible. But for some people, those scents can be a little bit too much when it gets a little warmer outside. So these scents I feel like are still wonderful to wear in the warm weather. Plus they are fragrance mist, so it's not like they're perfumes and are going to take you out in the heat. But if you want to see my 10 picks, keep watching. So first and foremost, I'm just going to go ahead and get this out of the way. So I actually never returned this fragrance. I said I was going to return it because I could not smell it at the time whatsoever. But around that time, Bath & Body Works has started changing their return policy. And since I got it for free, I didn't really know how that was going to work. So I just said forget it and just kept it in my collection. So don't be mad at me guys when I show you this fragrance, but this is Iced Sugar Plum. So recently I have started smelling this fragrance again and I can actually smell it now. It's still pretty faint, but I feel like it's a nice little marshmallow fragrance to wear like in the spring and the summer because it is not too strong at all. You can still get that little hint of sweetness without it taking you out of the park. So if you still have this fragrance in your collection, I would still bring this out when it starts getting warmer because we are about to enter into May. And some of you guys have already been experiencing like really hot weather. We've been experiencing like some 80-degree weather here and there, but right now it is freezing. And on Monday, May 1st, it is going to be in the 40s. So yeah, I'm just wishful thinking right now. But Iced Sugar Plum has notes of sparkling sugar plum, snowdrop petals, and whipped marshmallows. So even though this was marketed as a winter fragrance, you can still wear this in the spring and the summer because it does have that like nice floral note to it, which is perfect for the spring weather. It has that marshmallow to add a little creaminess, and it also has that fruitiness added in by that plum. So I did get a little bit of like that berry waffle cone kind of DNA that people were talking about, but it's still nothing too strong. So when I first got this, I literally could not smell this at all. I don't know if it was just like my nose or what was going on, but I legitimately could not smell this, and I was gung-ho on taking this back to the store. But since I decided to just keep it because I didn't want to go through the hassle of taking it back and I don't know what was going to happen as far as like this was a free item, I just went ahead and kept it. And using this with the lotion and the spray together, I could smell it. It's still something pretty light and airy, very easy to throw on like if you're running errands or you don't want something very, very strong for the day. This is definitely perfect for the warmer weather. This next one I'm almost finished with, and I actually did a whole layering video on this fragrance. So this is Beach Nights. So if you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check it out. But this is Beach Nights, and this is another fragrance that I feel like is great for the warm weather because if you still want to smell gourmand but you don't want anything that's like extremely strong, this is a good one to reach for. So this one has notes of toasted marshmallow, sea salt breeze, s'mores accord, beach driftwood, and creamy vanilla. So it definitely has a lot going on, but I feel like with the addition of that sea salt breeze and the driftwood, it makes it a little more wearable in the summer and in the spring because it's not just like a thick marshmallow chocolate fragrance. It does have that hint of that s'mores accord in there, but it's nothing that is like extremely loud in your face. And you can even add some fruit to this if you want to tone down that ooey gooiness of the marshmallow. But I just think because it's so vanilla heavy, it's perfect to wear any time of the year. You still want to smell edible. This is not something that I personally feel like would take you out in the heat, but you can still have that nice like sweetness. This is even good for those summer nights where it's a little bit cooler outside and you may be doing some outdoor activities, so you may want to smell just a little bit more cozy. This is the perfect one to bring out for those occasions. So the next one we have here is Enchanted Candy Potion. So this one of course came out around Halloween time, and you can tell by the packaging that this was supposed to be spooky, but this is another one that don't let the packaging fool you into not wearing your fragrances. Literally just put them on and just worry about the juice inside, because oftentimes like our brains can just kind of like, should I wear this or should I not? Should I just wait till next fall? Like, no, wear this now, because this is sugary sweet candy goodness. So this one has notes of spellbinding sugar, bewitched berries, and whipped pixie dust. In my opinion, this smells like a sugary sweet treat. It smells like a pixie stick. This is perfect for those days that you really just want to smell nice and candy like I would definitely pull this one out because it is so fruity, sugary, it just smells like a nice dust of candy. Like that pixie dust, it just really smells like just sugary, like kind of like sweet tarts, just very much mouth watering and juicy. So I would definitely bring this one out. My favorite pairing to wear this with is Fantasy by Britney Spears, because Fantasy has that like kiwi in there. It has all those fruity notes. Like these two together are just like perfection. So just because it says Enchanted Candy Potion does not mean that you cannot bring this out. And it's not too much in the heat or, you know, for those nice spring days either. This really has a nice projection on it. The only thing I will say about this one though, I actually don't really overspray this, because overspraying this for some reason can make me nauseous. So while I do think this is a perfect spring / summer fragrance, I just personally don't get too heavy-handed with it, because then at that point it can get cloying. But as long as you just have you a nice little misting, you will still smell nice and sugary sweet, and people can smell you when you walk past in that nice warm breeze. So next up, if you still want to smell like a snack, you still want to smell edible, but you want to add a little bit of fruit in there, this is Peach Prosecco Macaron. So a lot of you probably still have this in your collection, and this is the perfect time to pull this out, because this really smells like a crunchy peach cookie. Like this is just so delicious smelling. I just love the addition of that peach. It just really makes it smell like a peach meringue. Like it smells nice and creamy. It smells crunchy. It smells fruity. Like this is like the perfect brunch type of fragrance. I would still wear this in the summertime. Like if you still want to smell nice and edible, this is a great one, because it's not like too much. It's not like extremely warm. The peach in this is like a fresh juicy peach, so it definitely adds some freshness to the fragrance. So it's not just like a straight up cookie, but the cookie note is definitely still there. So this is something that I don't feel like will make you nauseous in the heat. If you are like me and most scents don't bother you, this one is a very nice one to pick up, because you can really smell that juiciness in there. So Peach Prosecco Macaron is perfect for the warm spring and summer weather. So this next one is if you want something a little bit more dense, like you still want to have a nice like edible cakey scent, this is Vanilla Confetti Sparkle, which was supposed to be the repackage of Confetti Cake Pop. But in my opinion, this is not Confetti Cake Pop. This is very similar, but Confetti Cake Pop is a little bit more dense. It's a little bit more thick. It has a lot more cake in it in my opinion. So that's why I feel like this one is a better summertime and springtime option for those of you that want to smell cakey, but you don't want something just so thick and making you feel like, ugh, I smell like food, I need to take a shower, I'm hot and sticky. This is a great one. So you guys know I love to add like a fruitiness to Vanilla Confetti Sparkle or any of my cake scents, because you guys know I just love a good like raspberry cake fragrance. So that is what I mix with this. But this is a perfect one that you can just spray on. You can still smell like a nice sweet cupcake, but it doesn't do too much at all. So this one has notes of creamy cake frosting, rainbow sprinkles, and vanilla bean, which are the exact same notes as Confetti Cake Pop. But like I said, this one is like, it's like lighter little sister. It still smells very yummy. It's just not as artificial as confetti cake pop. It's not as thick as confetti cake pop. So I feel like this makes that a little bit more wearable. And you can always add another fruit. I just particularly like to add raspberry to these types of fragrances because it gives me just such a yummy mixture. But you can add any other fruit that you want to with this, and you can make you a nice little cake that has like a nice icing to it. You can add this to champagne sprinkles if you still have that one, because then you can you know, have like a raspberry icing type of fragrance. You can go ahead and add this to cotton candy champagne if you still have that one. Like, the possibilities for this one are really endless. You can really just lighten it up with some fruit. You don't even have to add a perfume if you don't want to. You can add another fragrance mist, but Vanilla Confetti Sparkle is definitely a nice heat safe gourmand in my opinion. This is Watermelon Blast, and a lot of people love this fragrance. So this was the one that came out right after Pink Watermelon made its return, and a lot of people were very happy with this one. This one sometimes can be a little too sweet for me, but I know a lot of people love this. And I know that's weird for me saying that it's a little too sweet for me because I am a gourmand queen, but some stuff is just a little bit too much at times. But this one still has not made me feel sick or anything in the heat. I wore this in the summertime and it was just so juicy and delicious. I still prefer Pink Watermelon over this one, but I know a lot of people loved Watermelon Blast when it came out. So this has a juicy pink watermelon, sugared strawberry blossoms, and lime zest. So that's one reason why I definitely think this is perfect for this transitional phase as well as just full-blown summer, because it has that lime zest in there that brightens the fragrance up some. That watermelon, that strawberry, I mean, it's just like a nice bowl of fruit punch. It's just all the nice summer feels. We have that citrus, we have the fruit. I mean, it just smells juicy, yummy, and delicious. So Pink Watermelon Blast is a perfect one for spring and summer, because I kind of feel like with spring and summer, the scents are really interchangeable. A lot of people tend to wear more florals in the spring and more fruit going towards summer, because that's just what we do. But watermelon, I feel like, can go in either season because we're just want to smell bright and fruity and fun and outdoorsy. So this is a perfect one to pull out. I could not have a sweet slash gourmand video without mentioning Cotton Candy Clouds. This is like the ultimate sweet fragrance in my opinion. This is just so sugary sweet cotton candy. This came in a few different forms. Like, I just love this so much. So this one has the spun sugar, pink berries, and whipped vanilla. This one right here is like the quintessential sugary sweet perfume or fragrance mist to wear in the hot weather. I feel like you can wear this in the winter time, fall, whatever, wherever, whenever. This mixes with so many different fragrances. It is extremely versatile. I mean, you can mature this up, you can sweeten it up, you can tone it down, you can heighten it up, you can wear it by itself. Like, this is a compliment getter. And if you have boardwalk taffy, if you have whipped berry meringue, those are the same things in my opinion. I literally don't smell a difference. I know that that's debatable. I know that people smell different things, but to me, they're all the same. You can get the same results. You can still wear those and be just fine. But if you just want to smell just nice and girly and sugary sweet and edible, Cotton Candy Clouds is the way to go. Like, this is a sugar overload. I love Cotton Candy Clouds so much, and it is not too offensive in the spring or summer as well. So this next fragrance was another one that came out in the winter time, and this is Strawberry Snowflakes. So I'm actually almost halfway finished with this bottle because I really enjoy this. So I know a lot of people said that this was light, but I honestly feel like if you wear this when it's warmer outside, the heat will project this a little more than what it was like in the winter time. So this one is your creamy bergamot strawberry scent. This smells like strawberries dipped in whipped cream to me. Like, it's not too much. It's not like a curdly dairy type of scent. It's just very creamy, like a cream savor in a way. So this has juicy strawberries, whipped cream, and iced bergamot. So this to me is like a very pretty spring fragrance. even though it was marketed towards the winter. This is like a nice light and airy scent that you can just throw on. It's very easy. It's very easy to just not even think about. Like if you don't know what you're gonna wear for the day, this is one that you can just quickly spritz on and go on about your day. But I really feel like this is going to perform very nicely when it's hot outside, because our body heat tends to warm up and also make our fragrances project even more. So that is why some people don't like to wear gourmands and things when it's very hot outside, because it can just be a bit too much for their senses. But this is one I feel like will work to our benefit once we put this on when it's a little warmer, because it's just so light and airy and pretty, and it also has that nice sweetness to it. It's just not too much. I just cannot wait to wear this when it feels really nice outside. So the next fragrance, this is Wrapped in Vanilla, and you guys know how much I love this one. I also did a whole video showing layering combinations that I wore with Wrapped in Vanilla. This bottle is on its last leg. She is almost finished. I am right here on this bottle. So I really made a huge dent in this bottle. It's almost finished, but Wrapped in Vanilla was one that had to grow on me, but once it did, I became obsessed with it. And I have multiple backups because I know that I can add this in with anything. This is the type of fragrance that I want to curate my collection to be. Like, this is the type of fragrance that I always want to have around. Like, once I start using my things up, I'm noticing what I really gravitate towards and what I don't really reach for that much. So moving forward, that's just what I want to do with my collection. But this is one that can definitely be worn year round. This is perfect to add to any other fragrance. It's very versatile, just like Cotton Candy Clouds and Vanilla Confetti Sparkle. This one I feel like is a little bit more mature. It's a little bit more sexy and creamy. So this one has soft vanilla, velvet sugar, and chantilly creme. So this one gives me a little bit of a floral note in it once I spray this on my skin. The lotion absolutely does not. It just smells nice and creamy and delicious. But this, you know, once it settles in, it does still give me that nice creamy edible deliciousness to it, but it's a tad bit more mature than the lotion for whatever reason. But this is one that I don't think will be too much to wear in the heat at all. It's a nice, subtle, pretty, sexy vanilla that I feel like you can wear to any occasion. You can add this to any perfume and it'll be just fine. I don't even feel like there's anything that it would not go with, to be honest with you. Like, this is a fragrance that can go with literally anything in your collection and it'll be good to go. Like, I honestly cannot think of one thing that this will not smell good with. So Wrapped in Vanilla is probably like the #1 sweet gourmand type of fragrance to wear in the heat and in the spring, because this is just, I mean, she's a chameleon. She can go with anything. So this is like quickly became one of my favorite fragrances. And I'm so happy that I have backups of this, because as you can see, this one is almost finished. I've already finished the body cream. I'm almost finished with the shower gel. This is something that I'm gonna use time and time again. And last but not least, this is Iced Lemon Pound Cake. This is that girl. She smells so blissfully delicious. So Iced Lemon Pound Cake recently came out in the body care. This is the dent that I have in her. Like, I can definitely tell I'll be finished with this in a couple of months. But this one has notes of sugary glazed icing, pure lemon zest, and fluffy pound cake. So this kind of piggybacks off of Vanilla Confetti Sparkle. I have even added this to Confetti Cake Pop to the lotion, and it smelled delicious. Like, if you want to bring out more of that cake note, you can. If you want to bring out more of the fruit, you can. And this is just like a perfect example of what I was talking about with Vanilla Confetti Sparkle. Like, if you don't have this in your collection but you have Vanilla Confetti Sparkle or Confetti Cake Pop, you can literally pick any fruit you want, add it to it, and all of a sudden you have a fruity pound cake scent. And that is exactly what this gives me. So the reason that I feel like this is perfect for the warm weather is because it has that citrus note in it. So it's not too heavy. It is still a buttery pound cake, but I feel like the lemon zest really lightens this fragrance up, so it is much more wearable in the warmer months rather than something that you just want to run away from. So Iced Lemon Pound Cake, she will definitely be getting lots and lots of use out of her. And I'm actually wearing this today with Wrapped in Vanilla, because this was a combination that was suggested in my comments on more than one occasion. So I appreciate you guys for letting me know about this combo because it is just delicious. I smell so nice. And then I went ahead and added magnetic candy from Finery on top, like chef's kiss. I just smell like just creamy, cakey, fruity candy goodness. Like I just smell so good right now. And it's raining outside. It's very gloomy, so I needed something that would like brighten my mood up. So that combo was just amazing. So Ice Lemon Pound Cake, yes ma'am, she is perfect for the spring and summer months. So those are all the fragrances that I feel like will be a great sweet slash gourmand fragrance to wear when it gets warmer outside. If you still want to smell nice and edible, I feel like you will have a great time with these fragrances. Of course, layering them or wearing them by themselves. If you want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys subscribe. I love you so much, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.